The reading today is I Side with the People by Drew Patton. If ever they ask you which side you are on, tell them plainly, I side with the people, with the precious ones, all the integral, the soft and the fierce, irreplaceable, the beloved, if only by God and trees who were born, who breathe and survive. Say, I side with those who keep watch beneath the bright screaming arc of bombs, with those who hide in dark doorways, or who though the moonlight flee, with those who stay and fight, and with those kept up all night by hunger and grief and terror and rage, by desperate unruly hope, who are good and green at the root, who are more than the worst that they've done, who do their best to love and still pass on the hurt in themselves that they hate. But what when they take sides against each other, the people, against even themselves? Side with whatever is human in them, what is fragile and feeling and flesh. Side with the truth of our stories. Side with the fact of our pain. Side with a defiant insistence on freedom. Side there again and again. Side there today and tomorrow. Side there the rest of your life. Side there together until we belong, each one to every other. If ever they ask you which side you're on, say, it doesn't work like that. Tell them you side with the people and abide where the people are at. There ends the reading. The term beloved community is often used when we talk about our Unitarian Universalist congregations. But many of us also link the term to the description offered by Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., who said, it's a community in which people of different backgrounds recognize that we are all interconnected and that our individual well-being is inextricably linked to the well-being of others. Or the words of the late author Bell Hooks, who describes it as one who is formed not by the eradication of differences, but by its affirmation, by each of us claiming the identities and cultural legacies that shape who we are and how we live in the world. Dr. King's vision of the beloved community is in alignment with our seventh principle that calls for us to respect for the interdependent web of all existence of which we are a part. I think that Bell Hooks' description of beloved community gets down to the nitty-gritty of community specifically supporting individual cultural identities that are continually marginalized and systemically erased by our current administration. Our UUA president, Reverend Dr. Sophia Bencourt, offers that these days are hard. However, she contends we as Unitarian Universalists are people who show up for love and justice in the world. Moreover, when our children continue to grow into finding their voices, it is our time to support and encourage, because they are the ones who will fulfill the vision of a true beloved community. Cheryl Strayed informs in Tiny Beautiful Things that when it comes to our children, we do not have the luxury of despair. If we rise, they will rise with us every time, no matter how many times we've fallen before. Remembering that is the most important work as mentors and parents that we can possibly do. Today, we were witness to the unique gifts that each of the coming-of-age youth have. We can be thankful for the lessons they have learned on their journeys thus far and celebrate their triumphs. Together, we will also mourn the things that bring them pain. We want them to be happy and at ease, able to transform their suffering into wisdom, free to be themselves, and to experience all life has to offer. As a spiritual community, we want to bless their path today. So let's just take a moment to reflect on the things we wish we would have known at this juncture in our own lives. What core values or essential qualities have we learned matter most when all of the nonsense fades away? Now, in the spirit of prayer, let us call out a few of those things, imagining them perhaps as stones that might have paved the way forward, such touchstones that might guide their journey. I'd like to begin with two: authenticity and compassion. Mario, Axel, Jade, receive our blessings. Know that we care for you and are here for you as a spiritual community. May you always know that you have value and worth, not because of what you do, but solely based on who you are, a child of the universe, deeply beloved. And we also hope you will be moved to do some amazing things in the world, because yours is a path of plenitude and potential. May you travel it authentically and with the blessings of our beloved